Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Welcome to today's edition. Welcome to the show. Welcome and welcome. Um, Hope you are having a good day. Help us share the show. Help us share the show, please. Share the show, please, and please share the show. Let's share the show. Thank you so much. George John is watching us from the Bronx, New York. From the Bronx. Let's share the show. You didn't see me yesterday. I was a little busy. But I'm here today. Let's share the show. Today, we will talk about how did we get here. We didn't get here by coincidence. There were steps laid. There were processes that was followed. How did we get here? Boston Gaylord is watching us from Springfield, Pennsylvania. Jan People Jan is watching us from New Jersey. Okay, let's share the show, folks. So who will be joining us? Milborn, Monk, and the rest of the guys will be joining us here momentarily. So let's share the show. We're looking forward to a fascinating conversation today. Let's share the show in the meantime. Let's do that, please. Thank you. Thanks for your help. I'm not sure who is this Ishmael. Come back to Liberia and you will know, or I'm not sure what you're talking about, but it is what it is. Love Peel T. Perry is watching us from Minnesota. Doris Thompson is watching us from Silver Spring, Maryland. Mustafa Balo is watching us from Riverside County. Balaza, Riverside County. Okay. Yeah, let's share the show now. We're getting this one from Rudolph. Watching us from Maryland. Beltsville.
On our decks and so on. But yes, indeed, let me see our best to link up with my team. Steve, you see, I never call you Seku. Because, yeah, man, they be very poor every time. I'm not understanding anything.
Leave me, man.
Oh, damn. Let me run away from you, my people. Anyway, you're a lawyer. All of you out there, all of you that are following the viewers, indeed, you people are just so interesting. Let me say good evening.
And why is he wearing orange shirt today for? What is going on?
Yeah, the reason is very simple because
But only nothing on rain season here. We'll beg you. Did out of noise. We'll beg you. Rainy season not do nothing. The rainy season has not done anything. Why you all orange today? What is going on?
Well, it's just so easy that sometime during the time you got to transition from another color to another color. Sometimes when the colors are just confusing, because sometimes the people wear white and instead of them doing what they stand for, or that color or what that color stand for, they go on the contrary. So sometimes some of the colors are just confusing. But today I decided to wear orange, like you said.
Can't put your money like red government. Yeah, you pay your money. That's kind of problem. Yeah, that's kind of problem. I'm looking at you.
Look, Steve, let me tell you. We received all of the worst text messages during the campaign, right? Even to the extent, let me tell you this today. I don't know how many of you I can still recall. But then the current government or the ruling party is more powerful than even the government that they were even campaigning against. That is to tell you that they were threatening people, going, at people's throat, even to the extent that even there was some news of, of floods and deaths and so on. But again, we survived. And today, all the things that they were fighting for today, some of them that they even threatened some of us to even take away our life. Today, we are still here, and they are even ashamed. Some of them, they are ashamed now. You see, so that's a bit. If for example, you come and maybe hunt me or maybe to get me down, what will it benefit you? Will it change Liberia? Will it get?
Wait, me ask you another question. Why are you talking your politics? Why you put your money in senator then today? At the senator then you?
Because they are the errors. Let me tell you, Steve. When I tell you they are the errors according to our governance. The senators, they are the errors. That's just it.
No. Let me disagree with you. In our constitution, there is no such thing as errors.
I agree. What I'm saying, I agree with you.
They call themselves errors is because they don't want to be held accountable. In our cultural context, when you say error, according to them, you can call an old man crook, you can call them liar, you can call them criminals, you can call them rogues. But me, I can call them criminals, I can call them rogues, I can call them liar, I can call them crooks. Me, I can do that. I don't have anything that. But if your error is a criminal, your error is a criminal. So that's why they call errors, so that they will shield themselves from being held accountable. In fact, this is politics. If you want to be error, go to the traditional council. You see Zanzan Kawa there, the order. We're not bother I say I want Zanzan Kawa position.
You probably do it. Even Zanzan Kawa run on the making even thought they can bother that. Look, Steve, you are talking like way back. That thing you just said about if they can anywhere you be, let me just make it simple for people. Any place you at, like for example, you go to any government job. I know I can call them a lot of paramount, I don't know, paramount chief, all the kind of chief. But brother, people will bring you to book. People will see your character. That's the kind of society that we live in now. Yes.
You don't create it. Don't create the semblance.
So I agree with you. But the reason why you see they are being or maybe look at, especially at this point, better criticize is just very simple because they are by tradition they have been called they are going to error people for us.
No. They call themselves errors. No, listen, mama, let not confuse this. Let not confuse our people. Those men and women who are in fact, those men and women who are in the Senate who took the Governmental money dubiously on a similar way, including Delon, including Yombly, including Amara Kone, including what the other one in Prince Moyi. I see that one passing around explaining time with no evidence. That other criminal that crook in where in Prince Moyi. Prince Moyi is a small crook. Prince Moyi is a small crook. So to can be explaining, talking funny thing that means also listen to that joke.
No, I agree with you. But here's the point, right? Quickly before we transition, I agree with you that you may or maybe you may likely want to look at them maybe on or some of the good deeds and the bad deeds. Which of course, let me tell you, Steve, I concur with you. The Bible even talk about all food, right? You know, people just think that sometimes
let read your scripture that you send me a monk.
Yes. So that go ahead now. Attack you a monk. Ecclesiastes 5:12.
Man, wait. We'll read that scripture and we'll tell the Labrampo what it means. We'll read that scripture. And Ecclesiastes 5:12.
Yes.
We can read it now. We would not know about what. Oh yeah, we can read it. We can read it.
Yeah, please share the show, please. All of you there also please share, like, and comments, please. We are appealing to all of you. The one share is important.
The verb because you call a God man, a God part, and criminal. Me, I get problem. Me, I can call it that. I don't care. Tammy can call them that. I wouldn't know. They can do nothing. That's also criminal. They will get on our hands anyways. So I don't even worry about that one. Yep. But anyway, we got folks. Let's share the show because we got other news here. We got some kind of development on the one economic crimes court. Apart from the pronouncement that they did, we'll also be speaking with Senator.
Steve, what going on?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
You're sorry about the break in transmission. So this is what Ecclesiastes says here. It is better not to make a vow. Is it 5:12? Mais bon. I'm not hearing you. Mute, my man.
Is that 5:12? Yes, I'm asking why it's 5:12. Let me go back there and see. Yeah, go ahead.
Wait now. First of all, I want to read to the people then who can come to the chat because everybody making pledges, so they want to make pledges. So Ecclesiastes 5:5 say it is better not to make a vow than to make one and not fulfill it. So you go to the church and you promise the church that you get a church, so you're not fulfill it. You're the curse you carry on your life in your generation. Because you are like big girl, people, you go to funny thing in the church. So let me read that Ecclesiastes 5:12, right? The sleep of a laborer is sweet when they eat a little or much. But as for the rich, their abundance permit them no sleep. As for the rich, their abundance permits them no sleep. So, the thing about it, the writer of Ecclesiastes, they put in who you're going to be cursing. They make a lot of talk. The writer of Ecclesiastes got a lot of talk.
Mm-hmm.
He got a lot of talk. So he say, the rich people, they can't sleep. No sleep for the rich people. No, but what say you to that scripture? Before I get into it.
Yeah, so usually sometimes when some of these things happen, we check in as to what's going on. What are some of the
before I beg you, before you say anything, the man who wrote Ecclesiastes.
Yes, because you are a scallop. You gotta be telling us what it. Break it down to the people.
That's Solomon. They see Solomon, you're gonna be passing around cheating. Solomon, our hell of a cheater. But he wrote, is here. So yeah, but that means say that Bible saying that. I mean, I could quote Bible. But go ahead to that scripture on me 5:12.
So indeed, so when all of the noise, everything, going or maybe from place to place, people are, dissatisfied about things that are happening. Then I go back to that scripture you just read, beautifully read by you. What I learned from there is that they don't sleep for the wicked. Let me just say that way from my own understanding, because mind you, the rich people, or in fact, our corrupt rich people who are here, they don't sleep for them because the way they treat us people. While we are going to bed, we the poor people work hard, not get nothing. We go to bed, we are late 1 or 2 cents, sometimes from a member friend that you people, yeah, maybe I'll go buy your little cup of rice, I finish eating, I go sleep in peace. But some of them now, they no sleep. With all of the thousands of dollars that they just collected in a few days, no sleep for them. They haven't slept at night. They are here trying to make things work. They are defending from back to back just because they want to steal and get rich. So there's no peace for the wicked, no peace for them. For me, that's what I learned from that scripture, that indeed you should be able to be content with what you have as a person and be able to give to the poor people, not to continue to steal from the poor people. Like what's going on? So that's it, my brother.
Well, I understand the story, but the truth of the matter is, here is, those men who stealing, and the Senate, let me tell you now, I know people say, oh, you can't say that after the Senate. The senators stole. You're here today. They stole the senators. I'm not here for that diplomacy and oh, you can't say that. Me, I can say it. They stole. I won't use the word embezzle because a political way of saying the person stole. They stole. The act is criminal. All the senators who took the money, they stole. Don't let them kind of get you no job. Nobody here for that foolishness. They stole. I'm not here to sugarcoat it. I'm not here to say a different way. Before we get to the update from the country, we just started the show with other news. I know maybe I'm talking about no sleep for the weekend. Not only no sleep for the weekend. We own it. We in the senator there. That money, we own it. That money is a monkey on your back. You'll get that money back. Y'all will get that money back. You'll get that money back. That criminality in broad daylight. So y'all can be called criminals. I say it. That criminality. They need to call you criminals. Nobody. And when they see you, they need to boo you. The laboratory need to boo you when they see you. But we'll get into other news here real quick. Today is the 20th of June, 2024. And the time stamp here is 11 a.m., 11:21 a.m. in Phoenix, Arizona. Melbourne, there are a lot of news. But let me give one or two other news quickly before we get into the program. In Kenya, y'all listen, y'all can go research it and read it. In Kenya, there's a huge protest because the same legislature, the House of Representatives and the Senate decided that they will increase taxes on the people, on the food, commodity, and all the other one. The people said that will not happen. There are small noise in Kenya. Y'all listen, yo. In Kenya as we speak. So y'all saying that y'all say Jesus will come and lead Israel and the fighting to come save y'all like bring people that on lose cause. Jesus ain't got time for you. Jesus said y'all lose all. Let me tell you, I spoke to Jesus this morning. Jesus said, I'm gonna tell you, y'all losers. Remember what he said about you don't be afraid. Go. Jesus said,
I think you get probably too much. But we never be giving the answer.
My man, Jesus said, until you can rise up to the occasion. Your friend in Kenya, they're protesting right now. They say that I think when the lawmaker they go sit down, they put taxes to increase on the price of bread, on the price of sugar, on the price of you're sitting there in Labrador, I mean, more than passing on funny level, they're increasing the rice price. They and the rice importers, and you're sitting there talking about, oh God, my savior, and Joseph Baker, and put the red bread down. You're not serious. You're not ready yet. You're not ready yet. You ain't ready yet. Your friend ain't protesting. You ain't ready yet. When you tell them about protest, and we don't want to put okay who? They tell you freedom can't free. Freedom is not free. Freedom is not free. Let me tell you today. How many people don't care doing the rest right now? In Labrador State living? Y'all need to rise up to the occasion. The whole government, y'all need to protest against all. You're starting with Joseph Boakai. Then you go to the criminal senator there. You need to protest against them. You need to raise the noise behind them. Politicians, I didn't let me tell you today. Politicians, I let us. They don't let noise. They don't want you to threaten their job. Y'all go to the Capitol building. Y'all shut it down. Your friend are protesting over there now. Your friend are protesting in Kenya. Let me tell you, if you can't lie, go research it. Go look at it. Go look it up. There's huge protests in Kenya. And if the government put itself together, guess what happened? The government will step down. Any protest you hold for 48 to 72 hours, any protest that is carried out for 48 to 72 hours, the government will step down. Y'all want Joseph Boakai to step down. Y'all want Yomli Kangaren to go. Y'all want Fanatic Kofaren to go. All that funny what they're doing. Y'all get in the street. They will go. They will go. They must go. Even
you don't have to you don't have to throw stone. You don't have to fight and security officer. You don't have to fight anybody. Quietly, no.
If I'm not a security officer, the human being more than a security officer. Let me tell you right now. What are you talking? They get security.
Well, even let me just.
What are you talking?
Even some of the information that we may get even from the security side, that where some of the security office. You said?
Jesus will lead. I said Jesus will lead Israel and can't save like bro. Jesus ain't got where to do. Jesus Christ ain't got where to do. Are your loose costing going to be on in that country where you pass around your praise criminal there and rogues there and crooks there, your praise there all day, your children there suffering to die. Jesus coming save you your way yet. Jesus leading Israel and Gaza war. He coming to Liberia because Jesus was born in Liberia. They ain't serious minded people. They ain't ready yet. The other news, in other news, Joseph Boakai gave Prince Johnson another Huawei. Joseph Boakai not read UN. For the one economic go, Joseph Boakai wrote UN. But I will leave it there. We'll get into detail into that. Today we have that conversation here. Maybe update us on what's going on in the country, please.
Well, thank you. And like you said already, there are a lot of things happening back home here in Liberia. So to our viewers and our followers, our radio listeners, let me say a wonderful good evening again to all of you. Thank you so much for always making the SKTV show your #1 radio show in Liberia. And yes, again, today is the 20th of June, like my colleague, my brother just said, and it's the 6th month and the year remain the same, 2024. So we begin with some of the stories that have been happening throughout the week up to today. Yes, indeed, as you may be aware, the senators are still into Dalima or Jubu. Some of the Jubu. They are still on disagreements, holding and putting from the public to that of the House of Senate. They're giving their own reactions to the retreat. Since then, there have been mixed reactions from the public, dissatisfactions, frustrations coming from the public about the amount of money that has been spent on the retreat. So indeed, the senators are still trying hard to do everything possible to cover up, but it's not still working. They are losing the battle gradually to the public, and Senator Amar Connor was also seeing, or maybe, or in fact was saying that, in fact, he did return some of the money to the government cover or to the government account, according to Senator Amar Connor. Again, President Boakai made some additional appointments today. We are hearing these appointments. President Boakai appoints Councillor Janito Masakwe as Executive Director of Office of War and Economic Crimes Court. Again, we are also hearing that the National Fisheries Agriculture Authority Executive Director of Glasgow, or Amma Glasgow, has been asked to resign and may break down over a seat package. Again, there are so many things happening. The Lecce dismissed Deputy Director Waymont Smith, sues Boakai government over on unlawful dismissal. So yes, indeed, Waymont Smith has been dismissed by the Boakai-led government, and he sued the government. And again, the University of Liberia, on yesterday we heard that in fact there were meeting held, and the University of Liberia Board of Trustees announced a search for new president, other faculty and staff to return to class. So indeed, the state-run university will be able now to have a new president. And again, we are also hearing that the state-run university may not open soon, because we're hearing that OFA has also planned not to go to classes or to class for teaching or to teach. So indeed, again, these are some of the happening. And as we move along with the broadcast and other news, we're going to chip our people, our followers in with some of the happening as to some of the news that are happening here in Liberia. But there are a lot of frustrations. There are a lot of things happening back home. Our people are frustrated with the way these things are going. And quickly, the House of Representatives headed by Councillor Fanati Kofa wrote the EU, the UNDP, asking them for assistance for the retreat. So that means, according to the information, the speaker is saying that they don't want to take any money from the national cover, so they are writing the international panel to help them with funding so that they can go for their retreat. And these are news that we are getting from the corridor of the House of Representatives, that indeed they don't want to take any money for the national cover, but instead they want to write in international panel to help them so that they can go for their retreat. So indeed, Steve.
Yeah, you're sorry, my doorbell getting me hard time. The man say, I told the man I want to come to show the man passing around.
The man say want to come. The man want to see Africa. Yes, indeed, the man want to see Africa and telling that indeed we are in Africa. And so, Steve, these are some of the happening. I think I don't know why you listened.
So the speaker. Something you said, Emma Glasgow. Emma Glasgow, they're trying to let her go, right? Emma Glasgow.
Yes, Emma Glasgow actually she fought high. What I'm seeing from what I've been hearing from the corridor, that the president asked her to resign. The president is saying that, please.
Stop. They will not stop. Let me say this: they will not stop until, because that's the plan they have. They will remove her. Even if she lets, she can go dedicated one, she can go dedicated one. She will still be removed. She's wasting her time. She is wasting her time. So if I were her, unless she's ready for the legal fight, they will remove her. What are legally or illegally? The way they ask her now to move, and she said she can't move. Watch the next step. And this is bad, unprecedented, and unacceptable. My man, sorry, maybe we can show for a second. We get the guy in the room and go like.
Yes, indeed. So that maybe in other news also from the corridor of the LTA, we are getting report that the LTA, or the Liberia Telecommunication Authority, has put out some listing of unlicensed radio stations, and that of delinquent radio stations in Liberia, or lesson renewal, you may call it. That is there are two listings that may come, or in fact that come out not too long, on lesson radio stations and delinquent radio stations in lesson renewals. So that means the media, or those very radio stations that have been or placed out there with the listing, or with the listing coming from LTA, tells you that in fact there are so many things happening. There are some radio stations that have not been registered, but they're operating, and also there are other radio stations that also register, but they are yet to renew their lesson. So indeed, the LTA, they just put out those listing, or those listing that in fact people should go out there. Those who own various radio stations should be able to do the right thing. But again, there are also mixed reaction to that. Others are saying that yes, indeed, it's true that, but again, the media institutions have been suffering, and in fact sometimes they do contract for government, and the government not giving them some of the funding, some of the work they've been doing. They are not being paid for that. So indeed, there are mixed reactions to the news when the news broke up about
so Melbourne, the whole LTA thing here. You're there too, because I saw the list. You're there.
Yes, our name is there.
Yeah, but I go pay your bill.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, Steve. There's something very serious. I agree with you 100%. But also the LTA, or the Liberian government, or the government of Liberia also owes some of the media institutions, Steve. So we'll say that also and also. I agree. Yeah.
Y'all go pay. When they owe y'all, then y'all can no go. Your leader, they also lead that story, brother. And then when you're on that one, y'all go regularize your status. These guys are looking for a way to control silence and censor the media, so that what make it put your own public notice. Basically, they're sending your code. If you're not falling in line, we'll show you off. If you know, I know, y'all go pay. Y'all go pay. It's a serious strategy, and the reason they put your own public notice, so that when they want to take action,
yes.
So if y'all know, I know, y'all put your life together.
I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. And I think management is working towards that. Management, hopefully, maybe before the weekend, or maybe hopefully by next. Even though there are no time limit, there are no warning letter, nothing. Maybe they just publish their names, or maybe those names. But maybe as time go by, maybe they're going to send out maybe a time frame to say, okay, these radio stations, maybe we don't have lesson. We give you from this time to go and regularize your lesson. Or the radio station that has lesson has not yet been, or maybe that lesson has not yet been renewed. We want you to go and renew your lesson from this time to this time. So you are correct. In fact, you are 100% right, because mind you, most of the radio stations that have been mentioned are 12 talking radio stations. So when care is not taken, but including even the ERBC. ERBC is there.
Listen, they just had to put ERBC there, the French people can say mélanger. They just had to mix you up, so they can say our own people were going, you think the government stupid to shut ERBC down?
No.
But they do it. Listen, this is a strategy that they're trying to push you to the wall. They're sending you a notice. They put ERBC then there. They put other station in a friend with them in there to kind of miss it. I saw it the morning. I just look at it, I just laugh. I laugh. I said, oh boy, you got to be 2 steps ahead of criminals. If you're not 2 steps ahead of criminals, they will dupe you. So those boys are ready to deal with you. I can tell you that straight up. And they will get the only way they will not deal with you unless you follow their demands. When they tell you, say, we want you to not put a person on the radio, you agree, then it will be fine. Anything else other than that, they will be. And one of the people that will tell you, I'm saying it to you. In order to reinstate you, one of the things will tell you, you might not have SKTV on the radio. But let me say to the government, what a 2FMO? What kind of FMO will still be on the air? Let me say it to you. And you're going to do nothing about that.
But you have social media.
But I was saying now, in fact, we can go to rent anywhere in the world. So leave that story. We don't have no problem with that one. You leave that story. So y'all go pay your bills. Y'all go pay your bills. Your regular riot status. We don't want no drama. Y'all kind of what's going on?
I'm good, oh.
Yeah, you know, I'm keeping that other news for you to be here. That other news, that social news, Melbourne, I got to tell you, and the Liberian people. You know, the whole roasted meat and attire business we've been in for a few years.
Talk about some good news, man.
We have struggled. Melbourne, Mama, I beg you, we've been in the struggle. You understand?
Indeed.
And you know that means we got to call either Seku wife or call his daughter. So even if that 4-5 hours, we'll be saying that waiting. You understand? Because we did not understand it. You all the years Seku been studying the move, you know, all the different things. So yesterday, Seku called me. He said, I want you to come. Oh, day before yesterday, right after the show, he called me and said, I want you to come. I was on my way there. He said, no, I changed my mind. Don't come. I was almost to the hall. He said, don't come. I said, almost here. He said, no, don't come.
Oh,
Come tomorrow. So I said, okay. So I went yesterday. To my utmost surprise, I arrived to the house. Seku not there. I said, what's going on? So I called him and said, but Seku, he said, man, can you hear? You're not here. Like the first time telling me that, he said, I went to the store. I'll be right back. So okay, I said, watching movie and TV in the living room. You know, when I go to the hall, I can put my phone in the couch. Yes. For my house. I can put my phone in the couch. I can lay down. Anything I want to do now, I can do it. Nobody can. Yes. In fact, if you try, I'll send you the picture, my most recent picture of how I lay down in the couch. You know, and feet up in the air. And some guys on a chair to the hall, I eat with chair, but I can sit down in that chair. You can put a button on a wig and carry body up and lay a back here. I play like a beat. So I was in there chilling. So Seku came inside. He said, oh, but how you enter the hall? I said, but how you ask me to enter my own hall? How you enter the hall, Seku? So he got some he put it down. He said, come and make meat. I said, Seku, making meat where? Where you get it? You got degree making meat now? He said, my beginning relax. So he said, the only thing I want for you to do, I want for you to cut the meat and clean it for me. I said, okay. Someone said, I got in the kitchen, cut the meat, the plate, he told me to put it there. My man, in less than 1 hour, Seku chauffeur was going to meet. Last night, I told Seku, I don't want his daughter making her own meal again. I don't want him for that. No, Melbourne. You should have seen a certified. If Seku was a Christian, then he would be ordained. The man, they meet the man made yesterday. I said, you can get one eating meat.
Me being in a more chauffeur because
more chauffeur straight. So the meat is it no? You're not doing well.
Mom, what's up, man? Mom, so the trip are you planning now? So you chauffeur now that Seku himself will be in the kitchen. Get him 45 minutes.
Yeah, I need to make that trip before the summer comes to an end. I don't know.
My man, I ate meat. I even brought some meat home.
Even Lawrence not chauffeur because he didn't be story.
After the show, I'm going to eat the rest of the meat I brought home.
That's why I say any doctor that will declare you and Seku protein deficient, that you will file a lawsuit because they're gonna meet you can eat.
So Seku, no, to be honest, I give Seku credit. Seku did a good job. Seku did a very, very excellent job. I was shocked. So, Mr. Kane, officially, I want to say thank you. You know, then in December we'll print your certificate to honor you.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh man.
What?
No.
Yeah,
look, Steve, I keep telling you that I have one of the best ara. Is in her Jomina, right?
Only you, man, you confused. You say, I want to make a video. I like it. You man, you want to wear me and more. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm glad that Mong and Lauren decided to wait for me to come. Especially they didn't come until you start talking about your me story.
Yeah, I know, right?
Sekou Kruma say you want to come on to come listen to the me story, but because it's really heavy there in Redu, and the thunder is blasting, the man say, hey, my internet is very good today. What can I read business?
Sekou Kruma will be fun.
Yeah, Sekou Kruma want to go participate in this, me story that you are talking about, but he said
no, we don't want him to be part of it.
Why?
No, Sekou Kruma was suspecting to be an Osaro.
Okay.
Yes. Anyway,
but CEO, good evening, Steve. What's up? Brazilian mom, my brother, member, Steve told all right here on the other side. So the man, even though he got a follow the year tattoo, will stay saying somewhere for questioning.
Yeah, and beside that too, the father, the man came here and bust the secret about what happened here. That means I have to send more. I mean, I call it more. Say more not part because more that still partner. I got to send my partners who need money too because the way you're looking right now, you have more. I mean, I can see Mabon and Lauren, all they chew in their mouth because they me story.
But CEO, I saw some on a photo, Lana. He posted some on a photo of my house. God, she said, what is going on? I didn't make one saw it too.
After we face the first round, before I first started, I said, let me put a picture there so that all of them can say, no, not the picture. Nobody can be
Steve on the upper horse, and how they can behave. They can't get to the lower horse.
That's a cool one.
I love they don't look after the lower house.
Yeah. Like more President more Mabon, they Steve Mayor, they make a call people how too much. I said a message on a video yesterday. I was watching on Facebook. I said plenty happening in the country. I'm not a man watching. Sorry, pa, the man flow on it.
Yeah, we're discussing. We're discussing. We're discussing what you want. So now we'll let it go.
I will share with Mabon too. Maybe I will share the video with you, my man. It's interesting.
In other news.
Yes, Mr. Kane.
In other news, SKTV got confirmation that the little black guy people really want to remove Fonate Kufa. But the plot, according to my source, SKTV is informed that the plot has failed. Fonate Kufa survived it. And one of the reasons why Fonate Kufa survived it, because Unity Party people, they couldn't get along as to who to replace Fonate Kufa. So, in fact, they wanted Thomas Fala to be the speaker. They prefer Thomas Fala over Fonate Kufa because most of them are comfortable with Thomas Fala than Fonate Kufa when it comes to corruption. So Thomas Fala say he doesn't want to seem like he's trying to betray the CDC. They don't want to do it. They can do it, but he doesn't want to be the Speaker of the House. He wants to remain the Deputy Speaker. So it will not look like they won't betray the CDC. Then they started calling around. Then they said Richard Kuhn can be the Speaker. They said Richard Kuhn can be trusted. Yeah. So when you see that Richard Kuhn was angry, Richard Kuhn talking about corruption in the government, all this thing there, they made this belligerent now against them because they say that even if they were to remove Onante Kofa, Richard Kun can be. Even though they wanted the man to be first. But they said that looking at things the way things happen, what they have observed, send the probably ascendancy to the presidency, that Rachel Kun is not qualified to be speaker.
You're not speaker material.
Yeah, so they say Rachel Kun now. But what's going on here now is that CDC have to put their act together in the opposition. Otherwise, CDC will become, Johnny Buffet too. Everybody will come and take their own from their Monday, 2029. And in other news, it looks like Kumis and the CDC people there, the mean one, I'm talking about the Baplade. Yeah, it looks like Kumis and the mean CDC people and talking. Don't be surprised if you see some kind of collaboration within the opposition, especially between the CDC, with a clear mandate of Kumis being the standard bearer. It looks like there are conversation in the back. And don't be surprised too. I don't know whether I should share that one.
Say everything. Let move for tomorrow.
No, we're not leave that one. Let's leave that one because that one is it's a little bit sensitive, but it has to do with a potential vice presidency of somebody that could change the political narrative. It's a big deal. But all in all, Onante Kofa want to be president too.
Yes, he does.
Onante Kofa want to be president too. So CDC is struggling right now in terms of leadership. But I can tell you clearly, if George Weah decides to run for president, it will be in the last minute. But as we sit right here, we are not running for anything.
Okay. Well, thank you. Sekou Kroma, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm okay, my brother. How's everything?
All is well. Thank you. Quickly, let's move into the program. I know we've had some time, a lot of new outside. And like I said, those of you who don't know, the people in Kenya, they are seriously protesting against the legislature and the government because they increased the price on them. They say no, it will not work. As I speak to you now, the government is, can you imagine? The government is agreeing with the people to cut the price down. While Liberia, we're waiting for Jesus to leave from Israel to come and save us. And we're passing and speaking in tongues. While you got American talking funny thing, Dylan talking confusing thing, Prince Moyi talking something that don't make no sense. He explaining time with no evidence.
And now I'm not cutting out. And now an official statement from the pro tempore herself. I put it in Sekou in, but maybe I can share on the screen. It's just a 2-minute video. I saw you on the front page. Or Spoon TV Network or Facebook page. I think we'll get a couple of minutes about this saying retreat in Grand Bassa County. So they are all giving conflicting answers, and every time they try to explain it, they keep putting their foot in their own mouth. That's just why it sounds like to me.
Yeah, so maybe Sekou can play it for us.
Do we have it? Mo, you send it to us?
I put in your messenger, in your inbox, not in the other chat group that we in, but just your personal messenger.
Man, don't talk about our chat group here.
Yeah, the committee room there. Don't what they call committee room.
Don't talk about it. Before you start hearing people protesting that they want to be on the chat room. So that chat room there, don't even call it here. But
yeah, because people will be piano to make it to put in that chat room, and we can put in there.
I got a video that you sent. I will play it.
So quickly, folks, while Sekou trying to upload that video, let me just make a quick round here. Let's take 1 minute, guys, to answer this question quick. How did we get here as a nation? How? Because we just came from the frying pan, which was President George. We are in CDC. How did we jump into the pot or the fire? How did we get here? Let's start with Lawrence. Lawrence, how did we get here?
Steve, I want to say thank you for that brilliant question. A hard one. So on our way, we got to that place. Steve, few days ago.
Lawrence, I beg you 1 second. Sekou wanted to say something. Sekou, what you said?
I said the video is ready whenever you guys are ready for it.
All right, thank you. Lawrence, go ahead, please.
Okay, so few days ago, this country, that's not country. The first thing, the president of the Republic of Liberia visited Mike Gibby, especially the Lakitan Township, for a groundbreaking ceremony of one Bethesda mission school. And he told the people he's not God. What he ought to do for the country, he will do it. The same people who are singing Hosanna, Hosanna today in our easy. Steve, we in the rainy season now. Things getting tough yet. The country, only ourselves can make it play a better place. God can help us. Only ourselves, Liberians, can make the play a better place for us and our children. Rest and show, Steve. Few months from now, they see people who calling on the show, insulting people. They will call and apologize. We seen it coming, small. But that wife can see the game, Steve.
Thank you. Sekou, come out. What say you? How did we get here? 1 minute. 1 minute quick before we listen to that video.
We got here by voting our president in October last year. And we thought, a lot of Liberians thought, that was the best decision. Even myself thought it was the best decision. And look, honestly, I'm still thinking that is the best decision. This is how we got here. And if the president put his feet on the ground and the president we all want him to be, we'll move from this stage and go to the stage we want us to go to. If only the president take the mantle of authority, the power in his hands, exercise his presidential power. I feel the president is just a little bit not too, I don't know how to put it, but we're going to move from this stage because I still feel that something good will come from this country because the president is not the only person we're all looking at. I voted for representatives, I voted for senators. Now, some of those representatives and senators that we all voted for, they are failing this country every single day and night. So the problem is not just the executive. The problem also is the legislature.
Okay.
Then when you go to the judiciary, you come to know that thousands of people are crying on a daily basis every day because of the way the court are being handled. Court, if you don't got money, it means you can't win case in Liberia. Once you are poor, you go to jail and stay there for the rest of the time. So this is not just about the executive. This is about the thing we all did in this country. This is about the decision we all took. And it is time to reverse that decision in whatever way. Either to keep talking to President Boakai, to come back from where he is and the mantle of authority, because every single president, not only you guys or us talking here, but a lot of platforms that I've visited personally, listening to them, they are all saying the president is not in authority. He needs to get in authority.
Thank you, Sekou. Let's move on to Melbourne. Melbourne, how did we get here? Before we go to Morgan, and Sekou kind of will be the last. Melbourne, how do we get here? And then we'll listen to that video.
Yeah, one question. And I mentioned I started my SKTV, maybe my interaction with SKTV. I think this is the best question that I ever come across. Yes, indeed, we got here through the, I'm not going to manage with my words and so on, but we got here through the so-called Ghana Peace Accord. It's been those agreements signed in Ghana and make today Liberia after the war, instead of us tuning new page where justice will be served, where people's life will be better, today they compromise everything from Ghana. From Ghana, today we here. And let me be free, Steve. Even we change, which it will take us, the business mother always say, it will take us 50 plus years because this is a bad thing. And when the war. So I think after the war, when the new government or when new system come in, that system should be better for people. In that system, that would be terrible for people. For me, from the Ghana piece, I call all the way back home. And we're all everything spoiled, yeah, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's hear from Monk. Monk, what say you? How did we get here?
I like storytelling. You can remember stories for a long time. We got here by our conscious choice. You know, I used to work with one former military contractor. They call him, he's a Norwegian American, older papa, he's retired. Called Alan Doe. He says, Cyrus, when you look at life in its totality, it boils down to three things that you will be doing from the day you were born till you die. He said you will always be selling yourself or selling something to someone. You will always be negotiating, and you will always be making choices in your life until you die. From the moment you were born to the moment you will die, everything about your life is about decision making and choice. That's why he said, even the creator that created man, it was the only thing that he never took from men. He gave men the ability to make choices, or what they call free will. And elections, like they say, do have consequences. So I don't think we got here by mistake. We got here by choice. The Liberian people consciously decided that of all the 20 candidates, Joseph Boakai was the best option, and they made that choice deliberately. So we never go here by mistake. We go here by choice. That I would say.
Thank you, Mr. Kana. How do we get here? Before we listen to that video from the Senate pro tem.
We got here by being a bunch of betrayers. We got here by being a bunch of sycophants. We got here by being a bunch of liars. We got here by being a bunch of corrupt-minded people. And we got here because we have a lot of criminals that are leading our country. That's exactly what we got here. And because of that, the criminals were able to influence and leverage the people, and they were able to vote and elect an incompetent, an inept, and sick person to be president. Incompetent, inept, and sick. So as a result, we have no sense of direction. The country is headed nowhere because we are being led by the blind. Joseph Boakai does not know what's going on. In fact, in other news, somebody say, when I say in fact, they like the party like, because when I say that, it means that I come in drop someone upon. Steve, SKT was informed yesterday that now they told Joseph Boakai when he was, going through that sickness thing and everything, they told him they want to make the job easier for him. Guess what they did? They went ahead, they put the man's signature on stamp. The man's signature, Joseph Boakai, SKTV can safely tell you that Joseph Boakai's signature is on stamp. You listened to something last time when we were told that Joseph Boakai signed that budget before he left.
Yeah.
And then eventually you heard say, oh, the man signed the thing at the airport. No, they signed it for him. They put the man's signature on it while the man was staying in America here. We got the information yesterday. The man's Joseph Boakai's signature now is on the stamp. They put it on it when they want to sign for him, and they will inform him about it.
So the man signature that basically like a letterhead. They just get it automatically.
Yeah. They put on the stamp. So that's the kind of, that's how we got here. We got people who are criminal-minded people, and all they do is to find a way to enrich themselves and get in control of the country, but whatever means. They can. So Joseph Boagai, when we say Joseph Boagai is not in control, that was confirmed, not only being confirmed by his entourage, but also confirmed by the same people. Yeah, Sekou, to be honest with you, the Pape can run the country. I swear to God, somebody close saying that, confessing, telling us you guys were right, but we didn't listen. The man can run the country. And added, do you know that the man signature is on stamp now? In fact, in the coming days, if they say that they're not true, the person that got the stamp and be collecting money to sign people's stuff for Joseph Boakai will call their name. See, you're muted.
Well, let's listen to Senator Yomli Kanga Lawrence, who's trying to defend their stealing.
All right.
Distinguished colleagues and members of the press, before we commence the session for the day 6, I wish to inform the public that the legislature is the first branch of government and operates by funding approved in the national budget. The retreat held in Grand Bassa County under the theme ensuring robust oversight was legally funded, and the Senate's committee budget line, which makes it legal, is clear. Also, the Liberian Senate does not have a DSA budget line. Therefore, the story about senators getting DSA is false and misleading. The Liberian Senate operates by the Constitution and the rules of the Senate, and the rules provide for one spokesperson on official matters of the Senate, and that person is the President pro tempore. Therefore, all information about the Senate retreat in the public that has been used to target senators is unofficial. Coming out of the retreat is an agreement to have the General Auditing Commission, the GAC, complete its report after a 1-month system review of the Senate's financial management system. We are moving towards setting up the financial management system and digitization, which includes our website for an open Senate. When this process is completed, all information, including publishing our budget and financials, will be on the website and be available to the public. We are also working with the CSA on employee headcount to streamline and build capacity for efficiency in the Senate. These initiatives are laudable, and we are grateful to the institutions involved. The Liberian Senate is now moving towards transparency and accountability and openness, and we are grateful for the cooperation of the entire Senate. On Tuesday, June 25th, the Senate will deliberate on the proposals to the Senate rules that were done at the beginning retreat, and after the endorsement of those proposals, the Senate will have its new rules published for the working of the Senate and the public. Thanks to all who participated in this very important retreat, and we look forward to executing all deliverables of the retreat over timeline. Thank you.
You want me to say that in simple English? Even though I'm not a simple English guy on the show, and Yomli Kanga is basically saying in that video.
Yeah, Monk, hold on 1 second so we all can come out. Yeah, go ahead, Monk. What Yomli Kanga said?
Yomli Kanga is basically saying you can call us criminals all you want, but any stolen money that we put in the budget is considered legal, even if we are caught stealing. Once it's in the budget, it's legal. But just in case you don't know, we have a website that will be coming up where we'll be posting document of our transaction in the name of transparency and openness, which is a complete opposite. But we will keep eating your money until that website can be put up, and then you can go and check how we've been stealing your money, documented. That's what she just said. End of story.
All right. Okay. Let me add to that. Let me add to what Mon just said. She also telling you, I say, anything Amara can say, anything they don't say, they don't represent us. They are not the official spokespeople of this legislature. I'm the only person. Anything I say, that is official. Anything they say, that nonsense. You shouldn't mind them. You shouldn't listen to them. In fact, you cannot use Dillon and Amara Kone post to look down on the Senate. That's what she said. She said she's the only person who is responsible to be the spokesperson for the Senate because she's the Senate pro tem. So all the other thing there, Amara Kone is written or Donald Dillon is putting out there. She said that nonsense. Nobody should use those things to attack the Senate because whatever they're saying, they don't represent the Senate. They are not the official spokespeople for the Senate. So, and they're telling you the system, the financial management system, they said they're going to put in place, and they came back 6 months ago. The state now putting they are not putting it together yet, like Monroe rightly said. When they put that website together, where they're going to be putting all their receipts and everything, by the time you will have time to see it. But as of now, they will continue to take their money and do whatever they want to do because it's legal. Forgetting to know that money can be in the budget, in the land item can be added in the budget that you put in the budget for yourself. It may be legal, but it may be criminal as well. Legal means because it's been agreed upon by law because you have the authority to do so. But if the people of the country got to discover what you did, even though you did it within your legal right to do so, but if it is contrary to the interest of the country, the people got the right to call it criminal. They got the right to challenge it. They got the right to call on you to tell you to refresh it. It doesn't mean that because it's legal in the Bible or Quran, they can be removed.
Okay, thank you. But Sekou Kurma, let's do 1 minute, 1 minute each. What do you say to what you heard from Senator Yomdi Kanga Lawrence?
I think I will start with what my two brothers just said, but something just to add. Amara Kone, Prince Moyi, they have to calm down a little bit. You know, they are responding for the Senate. And rightly, as the lady said, they are not the official spokesperson for the Senate, even though they are responsible to report to the Liberian people. But they're responding too much. They're taking the whole thing like the power that their grandparents' property. So they need to calm down a little bit so that the people who are supposed to be responding, let them respond. Because if you look at their response, they're chuckling thing too much. Amara, when he gave Prince Moyi, when he told her, then she was saying, I can and gave her. Now these are all conflicting.
They don't wrote extensively. They say we're responding.
Yeah, in fact, they was So these are all conflicting things. So let them show who's supposed to be talking when if they're stealing the stealing. I'm not you. But if they're stealing the stealing, who coming to justify that particular stealing? Let know the person that coming to justify.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
so
you.
far.
Thank you so much. Mark, let me hear from Melbourne quickly, and then I want to react to that before I ask you guys the other question. Melbourne, you there?
Melbourne, I think Melbourne in the news break.
Yes, so I'm here, Sekou, I just listened, but before that, I've been following that live or that press conference. But again, like Sekou, Virginia Monk, and Sheku just said, indeed, this is the country that we find ourselves in, my brother. Whether we agree or not, these people, they will continue to hide all of their daily deeds. They will find everything possible to make sure that they hide everything. Even the most frustrating thing about it, to even be talking about, is in the budget. Whether you like it or not, it's in the budget. Also because it's in the budget. So when the people are dying and you are getting a huge sum of money, and you are telling us that yes, it's in the budget. All right, that's good. It's in the budget. But for me, I'm feeling bad, and they're going to live with it. Let me be free, Steve. No matter how she try to even sugarcoat it, it won't work, because the common people out there now, their mind already been made up, and they're feeling frustrated about them. So anything they come up with, that's just their own way, or maybe satisfying their own selves. But for me, it's not going to work.
Thank you. Let me react to this quick and I'll ask you this question. The first thing I want to say is Dominic Kanga is disrespectful to her colleagues. She is very disrespectful. Her statement is disrespectful, it's honor-minding. It does not show unity. It shows that she's a dictator. But I don't blame her. I blame them. I blame them. Basically, Yombly is saying Delon is a deadbeat. Amara calling a deadbeat, find someone and sit down. Prince Moyi is a common crook. Go sit down somewhere, he doesn't know what he's talking. Basically, she is saying everything that they have said, quote unquote, in the interest of the Senate or to present the Senate as somewhere credible or whatever it is, everything that they have said, they've been lying. That's it. She called all of them a bunch of liars. So Amara Konen, the next time you appear anywhere, we'll call you liar because Yombly said we'll call you liar. Delon the same thing. Prince Moyi, look, this is embarrassing. There's no cohesion. But let's come to the statement that Yombly made. And let's say and everybody else said, something being legal does not mean that it is right or it is ethical or it's even expedient. The truth of the matter is the people in the legislature, almost all of the laws and all of the rules that they have created is criminal in nature to benefit them and to steal from the Liberian people. Simple. And we don't need to pass around and sugarcoat this. If you look at the laws and the things that they say there, it don't make any sense naturally in a country that wants to move forward. Or anybody that want to do right by the people. No, it does not. For example, they're giving you gas slip, but you said to go visit your constituency, then they need to turn around and pay you. You get the gas level, you living right in Monrovia. To drive from one district to another. You said they might pay you to go there. They might pay you to go see the same people that you're serving.
Because it's in their budget.
Or being in the budget or something. That's right.
They've been receiving 14,000 for domestic travel.
Exactly.
Moving from Monrovia to come to Zueju to visit their place. 14,000 United
But they're giving gas. Let's talk about the 14,000. Let's talk about the gas slip first. They gave them gas. Let's talk about the 14,000. They gave you gas slip. Why do you need a 14,000 to do what way? Why do you need a 14,000? Don't be honest. Why do you need a 14,000? So they allocate money in a budget for themselves as opposed to projects or things that will benefit the common people who voted them. And this is wrong. This is criminal in nature. This is bad. And so what Yombly is saying to all of us and to the rest of the world, whatever she says, her word are Bible. Whatever she says is the final, it is the gospel, it is the truth, and it must be accepted whether you like it or not. If you not like it, go hug transformer. Basically, that's what she's saying. Mr. Khan, I know you wanted to come in quickly. Go ahead before.
I wanted to come in. I wanted to respectfully disagree with you.
Okay.
When you said what Yombly said, what she was being disrespectful to her colleagues, or she betrayed them. I don't think that's the case. I think what Yombly says, she's 100% correct. She is the official spokesperson for the Senate. And when anything of this nature comes up, all the ones that be running their mouth are not their place. Anywhere you go, you must have leadership. Everybody can be acting like there's no leadership, there's no control. And let me tell you, Steve, why even make Yombly angrier is for the fact that Prince Moyi said that they spent $8,000 to secure and move
transport and handling to take it from the bank to carry it in that $8,000 wasn't.
$8,000 to transport $275,000.
Yeah, the bag was so heavy they got to spend $8,000.
So you agree with me? You agree with me, though?
No, I agree with you They did not.
Yeah.
Beg you, say,
But
I
this
will
is
your
the
face
video
go.
when you
I
said
beg
nobody was
you.
disrespecting them.
Come back to that place more.
Nobody
Yeah.
telling them say let it be quiet. Let it
Say,
shut
I
up.
beg you, please
It's
come
not
back
their
to that
place.
place more. I beg you, I will your phone. Come back to
Yeah.
that place more. You say they use how much?
They
How
use
much thousand?
$8,000 to transport $275,000 to Buchanan.
transport and handling to take the money.
Wait. Monk, we are begging. Let's go back easily. So
Yeah.
you say they take the money from the bank,
Yes.
and the money was too heavy. They couldn't put it in one car.
Yes, they had to pay for the transport to transport the money.
Let me give you a little detail.
Oh, we in a mess.
Yeah, let me give you a little detail. That's
Oh,
the part that really hurt me. You know what's up, Steve. Prince Moy is telling you we spent 8,000 United States dollars to secure. They put a secure there. You put the word secure there to secure and transport.
Yes.
Yeah.
It means before they can get the $75,000, they brought some people there. They brought some people to make sure they got the money. That's the securing they're doing. So to secure the money,
Yeah.
they brought some people to secure 8,000 United States dollars to transport money from Morovia to Buchanan.
Yeah, $8,000 US.
8,000 US dollars just to secure and transport the money.
This is crazy.
You know, like Mon said, for transportation,
Shipping and handling, like somebody said that they wear with it. Shipping and handling. They call it material handling.
So Yombly is angry
I swear to God.
because they are conflicting information. They are conflicting information, and the argument and counter argument have brought a lot of shame and disgrace to the Liberian Senate. Yombly is not talking about or defending what they did.
Wow.
Which is telling you why all of them will be talking. Because all of you talking now, then they're not pour out outside.
So wait a minute, from what I'm hearing from you, Senator Yombly Kanga Lawrence is saying basically, you're plenty talking, everybody want to
Yeah.
You're not promote, not beyond all.
Not beyond all. And you're not the official people to talk. And she's right.
But Mr. Kanga, the player I disagree with you and Yombly is this.
Because she's
But they don't clear their need to because the integrity business here.
They can clear their need.
The integrity.
Let's clear their need. Well, how? I'm not going to even talking, putting in a deep,
But let me get the breaking news on that. Seku, the 8,000 for shipping and handling or material handling, I get the tip of the iceberg.
Mm-hmm.
They awarded another $45,000. They call it for equipment because the cars that were going to Buchanan, maybe some of them was going to collapse on the road. So to use the equipment, and they had to use vendors that were going to do the transportation. The people that attended the retreat, they spent another $45,000. Then to rent the hall, they set a hall in Buchanan in Yombly Kanga own county that she's supposed to represent. They spent another $3,000. Then they gave the media, the people who were covering the retreat, they gave another $3,000. So there was a guy who asked, I think he came from one of the radio stations, he said, but we only got 10,000 labor days. So the $3,000 who really went to. Look, let me tell you something, Steve. People will only do to you things that you allow them to do unto you. The people believe that a bunch of people in Liberia, our people, are very stupid, that they can literally insult them to their faces, and there will be no consequences for it. Because when you let me stop there for now. I don't want to go too far.
So Brazilian Monk, a second. Brazilian Monk just mentioned about 10,000 that were given to the media. I don't know what your own take also on that. Was that an insult?
Maybe when you get serious problem.
No, that was going to be the point I was going to raise. I was going to ask you guys this question. The selection from the media. Here's the thing.
The way you're going over the place, me, I'll let me talk again. I'll because Melbourne taking away.
Still 1 minute. Melbourne get very serious problem. You went for that kind of something, then you go get you 10,000, then you hold 10,000, then you leave and then you can. Then you want to complain. Lazy, I won't press it if I go for a program. If somebody tells me, go for this program, maybe I will gas my motorbike, do everything. I'll go there. When I finish, I come back. I'm going for that particular information. If it's
No,
promotion, we will talk, we pay me. And now, once that promotion, I'm not going for news. I come in to promote your event. You will pay me for PR services. No separate in that. I come and go be behind you to be telling you, oh, we finish now. I need to go now. We need to get transport. Then you go get cattle. We call it cattle. Then everybody they go divide. I don't do that.
Okay.
So before my institution be asked to go somewhere, I need to talk. Once it's human interest story, I'm going for a promotional story. You have to pay me before I go there.
So do you see that?
Yeah.
So do you see that as an insult to those journalists that went there, or what?
Brother, I think more than insult. And I believe the way we ourselves we carry ourselves around these people. That's why they decide to treat us the way they are treating us. If the media decide in this country not to promote these people event, and they just decide to start whatever they are doing, once they got lapses, we start punching it out, these people will get some sort of respect for journalists in this country. But because things are so difficult, when you go whole day, you now talk, they even put $5-10 in your pocket, you come by like only way you can get food for the family, then they just take us to be like that. They even call some of us as media boys and things that my picking there. Anything I tell you, he will do it. We need to stop. We need to come together and understand ourselves. And how can we understand ourselves? Even in the media, we're not even correct. Seku, for the information, the last time we went for elections, Press Union of Liberia, up to now that election issue has not been settled. We ourselves not even correct. We still putting more people that are not correct. We need to put ourselves together and become very strong.
So let me ask Seku among this question. Seku Kanen, let me ask you among this question. Do you guys think this statement by Senator Yomli Kanga Lawrence could lead to trouble or problem in the Senate, or this will exacerbate? They already planned to remove her as Senate Pro Tem. Do you think this particular statement or this particular saying for her could create serious problem amongst them, especially among the rescue senators? What say you, Monk? Let me make Seku last. Monk, what say you? Because whether you like it or not, this statement is disrespectful.
I don't know. I cannot preempt when you talk about removing her if this statement could trigger something. Because like the last time I made a case, I think they're all working together in unison. But you guys said no. There are a certain group of people, especially those that were on the rescue train. They're almost like you get two separate factions within the Senate. So we'll see how it will play out, even though there are rumors that they want to unseat her. But I don't know if this particular Grand Bazaar retreat, because like the explanation around the retreat, it just compound complex, and every time they try to explain themselves, it's like they keep they self-destruct. Every time, whether it's Amara Kono, whether it's Nyomli Kanga herself, because the statement Nyomli Kanga literally said, that's why I said to interpret it in layman terms, is we are criminals here, we will steal from you, and there will be no limit to our stealing, because once we put it in the budget, the largest instrument in the country, once it passes, it makes it legal, whether you like it or not. So if someone who happens to be a senator and is not on that rescue train, I don't know how they will interpret that, and it will be up to them to make their own decision to take action against the so-called group that found themselves on the whole rescue train. Because like you guys said, there are only few people that are really making this count. Even though there are other senators there, they are not as equal compared to those on the rescue train. Like the Delon, the Prince Mwe, the Nyomli Kanga. I don't know if Amra is part of that group, because 1 minute he on this side, another minute trying to defend, another minute he trying to play the role of a moralist. So I don't know. I cannot determine which position he finds himself. So he left to the rest of the lawmakers in the Senate.
Mr. Kanga, what say you?
You know, when I say I don't let people to cut me off, because when I'm talking, sometimes I like to drop some information that some of you are not privileged to. But once you cut me off, I mean, I don't like to cut people off. I can just be quiet and listen and watch you guys talk. Normally is saving fish. Nyomli is also on a damage control mode.
Very good.
She's doing a damage control. They know Liberian people are on their neck right now, and there's no outlet. There's no way they can get out of this. But they normally believe, if we talk too much, everybody talk, like we have been doing, that will put us in deeper trouble. Let me want to do the talking. And the protest. I don't want to invite you. The cook, people that will pay for $25,000. Who hired them? Who are those people?
Ayomli, from the record.
Normally telling you, say, I don't want to know everything that happened. And I will take responsibility for everything that happened. So you just shut up, you'll get your money, you just shut up and eat it. Nothing will happen. You just leave it with me. I will handle it. So she's not going to get in trouble for that with the people. She, in fact, giving them reason now not to talk. You know, they don't promise to talk, and up to now, he can't say anything. Since he came and made the first correction, he said it was $50,000. He talked all kind of nonsense. He insulted the Liberian people. Since that time, Dillon has not said anything. And the reason why he's here to say something, because the more they talk, the more they will put themselves in trouble. So now he telling normally now you go and talk. And tell the people like by the quiet. But say to we say we shouldn't talk now myself, that will save me. You know, people be waiting for Dillon to talk. Dillon said a timeline that you're going to come out and talk and clarify. But because of conflicting information from Nyomli Kanga Lawrence, from Dillon, from Priest Mui, from Amara Kone, that is putting them in deeper problem and exposing them further for being a bunch of corrupt-minded people. So she wants to do the talking. But coming to tell you, okay, the thing what you're saying, let me tell you, the money what we took was legal because it's in the line items in the budget. So because it's there, it's legal, so we got the right to take it. Okay, granted, if you got the right to take the money, why you lie about it? If it's legal, if it's not criminal, if it's not corruption, why you lie about it in daylight? Why all of you lying about it? Why you got to hide? Why you got to tell the Liberian people say that $50,000 and nothing is more or less than that? Why didn't you talk about using $8,000 to transport $275,000? Why didn't you tell the people that you give extra $3,000 to people beside the $50,000 that you say you spent right there on catering, on hotel, on hall? Why you didn't tell the people that? So whether it's legal or not legal, you should first of all apologize to the Liberian people for lying to them, for presenting counterfactual information to them, and saying that anybody reporting otherwise, they'll be irresponsible journalists, they'll be irresponsible with this and that. They can't get information, they will just go around their mouth and this. That's what they say in their first release, instructing reporters and journalists. So with regard to member question, the journalists then are they're not journalists then. They are journalists. They're just there. They get them money or they didn't get them money, or they're just there. They don't even care about how much they give them for their pay. They worry about the crop they can give them. They worry about the chicken change they can give them from the stolen money. So don't put them, they're not journalists. They're a bunch of little people there who, suffering and, fighting for survival, fighting for the $20 and $50 US dollar they're going to give them, and whereby the other people who don't have the opportunity to go, even other people say they can't go right now. Other people say, Jimmy, I will go. They care less. They're not even journalists. They're not professional people. They're a bunch of hustlers. The beginning, they're hustling They they have no respect for any ethical or principle or value when it comes to journalism. All they care about what goes into their pocket. So look what it's nothing. You can't even call it the disrespect to the press. They see them as their bare body, that little picking that can be behind them, toting their bags, and then they can give them crops of what they be eating, or they're leftover. You can't call them one a journalist. They're nothing. So they can treat them any kind of way they want to treat them, because that's how they presented themselves.
Okay. Well, there were some quote unquote big names that went to that whole retreat, and I collected a share of the money. But all in all, it looks very bad. The optics looks very bad, and that's why some of them are even silent on the whole money business, on the whole retreat business, because some of them were there, they collected money, so now they can't speak about it because they put their foot in their mouth, their hands in the cookie jar. We'll go to the line in just a little bit here, but I wanted to ask this last question before we can move on. I know Milpon said something that we are overlooking, but this is a problem because the president, my first time to see president legal advisor, president political advisor in the media. Sometimes you don't even hear about them, you don't even know them. You don't know them. Sometimes they will appear after that person's presidency. Now, for example, yesterday on CNN, I think CNN had Obama's, his name is Bo, Obama's, one of his White House counsel, one of his advisors, whatever it is. They had him on there. That's for the term of Obama, right? So normally you don't see these people in the media, but this guy has appeared in the media again. Bushi Ben Keita. You remember the same man who came on air and said there will be no witch hunt, they will not prosecute this person, they will not prosecute that person. Bushi Ben Keita, from what's been reported, and the Deputy Minister of State, Steve Tikwa. Again, we care about the facts. I don't know Emma Glasgow, never interacted with her before, but we care about the rules of law. The rule of law is important than any other thing. What say you guys about the pressure to remove her, even though she's in a tenure position? We're back to the same tenure position, but then they went to court for it. The Supreme Court said, you don't do your leading there. You'll stop it. But here we are, we're back to it. What are you guys' reaction before we can get to the lines here to hear from our people? What are your reaction? Because that's some of the same thing that brought us where we are today. What say you guys? Lawrence, I know you haven't spoken much. What say you?
Steve, this government, the way the people proceeding, they got it right. They can go anywhere at any time and remove anybody from any position. You know, the Supreme Court spoke on that issue before, but still, yeah, then the guys, they are creating problem for themselves. So the issue about Emma Glasgow, it's possible they can remove her from that tenure position. I'm not disputing the fact.
Okay. Milton, let's hear from you. What's it?
Well, again, like I was talking behind the scene today, I was telling one of my colleagues, I said, I think if I were her at this time, I resigned, leave the post, and move on my normal business. Because mind you, what kind of government that you want to be in, and I want to look into the direction, nobody want to interact with you, maybe even the president is even angry and so on. So for me, I feel like Lovey just said, indeed, that's a pattern now. The government has taken complete charge of everything, whether the judicial system or what you may think of. So they will just do everything that please them and move on. And that's the kind of system we have. So that will resign, and that will good for her. Instead of on him to be into the media every time, threatening every time, that would not be good for her. So that's just my own advice. Or, let her leave. Maybe after 6 years, if another government comes in, they'll be able to work with her. For now, because the tension is just too much for her. Thank you.
Chief, you're muted. We're not hearing you.
Let's hear from Sekou Kuma. Thank you, Mr. Kane. Let's hear from Sekou Kuma.
Okay, thank you once again. Emma Glasgow, by now, she should have been out if she listened to pieces of advice from people, not just behaving stubborn. Because every government that takes over, they got people who are trusted people that they do work with. And most especially, there are a lot of people who they are targeting right now. If you go and start looking at some of the campaign pictures, they're gathering, party discussions, those people were there. Those people had some strong hands, some strong contributions. They were people who President Weah depended on. So Boakai will not feel so secure in working with people like that in that kind of strong area where you think, you are a decision maker. So they make the first attempt and it was not possible. They went back again. No way. She will still fight to be there, but there will be a lot of tension. So, like Maybon said, look, let me give it up. Because even if she doesn't give it up, the way in which she actually want to work with this government, they will still be skeptical and feel that she's someone who is inside and will be releasing so many other information to a political party that brought her in, and feel that she's very much humble to that political party, and they don't feel comfortable apparently working with her. It's against the law anyway. It is against the law. But if I was in her shoe, definitely by now, I'm out.
Thank you so much. Let's hear from Monk. Monk, really quick, and then we'll go to Sekou, then we'll go straight to the line right after that. Monk, let me hear from you, please.
If you do your due diligence and understand the Emma Glasgow situation, it was the very same thing that happened from the beginning of this administration that we said. You can work in government, but all positions in government are created equal. They are lucrative positions in government. Before Emma Glasgow, I would say she was one of the top performers in Georgia government that even the international community and our partners, they kind of sing her praises when it comes to performances. Since Emma went to the NAFA, she had revitalized the institution. She attracted investments to the tune of almost $88 million from the World Bank, the European Bank, the Japanese government. She did some programs like the net exchange program, changing wooden canoes to fiberglass boats. The storage equipment. She even established a modern fishing processing plant in Grand Bassa County. So Unity Party folks and Joseph Boakai allies believe that they must get her out at all costs, because it's one of the lucrative areas now in the government that bringing in more money, that have been more than life, even though it was considered dormant, which means nobody used to care about it until she went over there. So all these tricks that they are using, she was campaigning, she violated it. If we want to go by that, then Joseph Boakai should be impeached, because I have never seen a president that disrespected the code of conduct within the first 90 days than any other president I can name, as compared to Joseph Boakai. So if you want to say, she was campaigning, you want to use, the fact of the matter is they want her out. They need that position desperately because money is there. The program is being run, to the optimal performance in terms of what you expect from the fishery, and they are doing extremely well. So what? She should be out, or Unity Party president should be there. She's linked to the CDC at this stage with all that money being available. No, or sedition shouldn't be there, because Unity Party led government. So at the end of the day, it's about how lucrative that position is, the kind of investment you have attracted over the years on her, and they need it at all costs. They will do anything and everything, even to the extent of disrespecting the Supreme Court. They will go beyond the court of duty to get her out. That's just why it is. It's nothing more than that.
Yeah, Mr. Kane, what say you before we get to the answer, please?
I would just say, if I were in your position, I would not resign. I will allow Joseph Boakai to fire me. I will allow Joseph Boakai government people then to continue to act stupid. I will allow them to expose themselves for their disrespect for the rule of law. I will allow them to do anything that they want to do in violating the law, in violating to the tenure laws, and at the created those tenure position. I will allow them to expose themselves further. Because either way, you don't want to give them chance to say, oh, but she resigned. Let them do it. You remember this guy here was hired by Donald Trump to be the communication director. 5 days later, they asked him to resign. He said, no, fire me. Fire me. I can't resign. Fire me. And Donald Trump did fire him. You got to put the person on record. So she should not resign. If you want to fire her, let her fire her. If you want to do unconstitutional thing or use any kind of unconstitutional means to remove her, let them do that so they can be on record. That can be added to their number of constitutional violation and disrespect for the rule of law.
Okay.
And just to add on that, Steve, what Sekou just said, can you imagine that you want to use the same code of conduct to get rid of Emma, but the same code of conduct talk about hiring people that are competent and maintaining people that are performing exceptionally well. So if the international community all can say that, you know what, we need her there, we're giving her more money and more resources. Imagine a president who's supposed to know about governance for the past 40 years want to remove somebody who is overperforming, that took an organization or an entity that was dormant to make it vibrant. Now he want to get her out. So why it says about Joseph Boakai? Then he should be impeached if we go by the code of conduct.
Rebecca, thank you. The name is Anthony
Scaramucci. He was there for 10 days. They went and attacked General Kelly.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Sekou Kromah, if you can please help us with some calls of any of you guys, please, that would be great. Let me just say for the record, I want to agree with Sekou. I will not resign. I will not ask her to resign. In fact, I will encourage her to even go to work and do better. And when the president even called me behind closed door and say I'm gonna resign, I will put him on record and say the president told me to resign. I will not resign. He won't fire me, let him fire me. Yeah. This foolishness must stop. I will
that will expose their foolishness and lack of lack of tolerance and respect for the rule of law.
And that is not Bushi Ben Keita's role, if this information is true, to be putting pressure on people to resign. That's not Bushi Ben Keita's role. No. Anyway, but they don't even understand. You get people that who you call political advisor and team, and I don't even know what's going on. So I don't even know.
081 14 35 04 077 6105 105.
How did we get here? Is the question for today. How did we get here?
1 14 35 04
that wasn't what we told it yesterday.
105.
Sekou said today was going to. Oh no, go ahead. I think I'm interrupting.
No, Mo, you're right, but I think Steve was not here.
You told the audience something else yesterday. The question today was, how will you vote if elections were held today with the same candidate in the race? How will you vote?
Sorry, guys, I did not follow the template.
I think we'll do that one tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow we'll do that.
When you call
give the date or something like that. You want to do it randomly, you can't give the date.
You say your name?
I'm Wellington Poker.
What?
You get it? You getting me?
Yeah, Wellington, I'm hearing you. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, my contribution is show the last discussion on among class school. I think one of you should be fair with this process. Is I'm glad to serve in this position. This is the new government. Somebody made it clear. I think you made it clear. This is a new government. I'm a grassroots now. If the government is comfortable with her, it's not something that we have to put aside. Government, these are things that we are discussing today that people saying that there are a lot of people who in the government are undermining the process of the government just to keep the government down.
Mm-hmm.
If they are not comfortable with her, she can leave because we are experiencing a lot of things in the government. The government so everybody wants it down. And that's like the real problem. Everybody wants, other people will just want government to just move so that they will go there. So it's bad. And the common citizen are the one who feeling it. I mean, if she sounds very, in favor of this government, let her move, let all of us. She's the only qualified person for me.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we got a lot of qualified people. Yeah.
Let's take another person. Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Your name, where you calling from?
My name is Andrew. I'm calling from Duplo.
Andrew, welcome. Let's hear you.
You know, this government is my government.
Mm-hmm.
I burn my gas. I put social Baka, President Baka, and Maya Kun photos on my car.
Mm-hmm.
After the election, I was forced to pay $150. Please spray my car with my own money.
Mm-hmm.
So if the government knows what's good for us, Emma Glasgow, sedition, no sedition, let them leave it. Your man is doing well.
Okay.
You know, let me tell you something. The problem I got with President Walker, I don't know whether it's OA, but I think he's too soft. Too soft. Two issues. Number one, the LGEA issue. That case is not a case. Why is it taking long? Number two, INHCR. INHCR situation started from way George Weah. But for me, I was saying, you know, the council of, the chairman are there. You know, because they say the sedition, so I said, okay.
Yeah, Councillor down. Councillor down.
Yeah, I figured they were keeping him there because, you know, it's a sedition, blah, blah, blah. But you got 4 commissioners over there that they cannot work for the men. Then the man says he cannot work with a full commissioner. That's an easy case.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Chief. Let's take another person.
I think it's too soft.
Hello. 0881 1435 04 0776 105 105. We'll take this pricing. Hello.
Yeah, this is Peter Gosson Mova. I call from the
Peter, welcome. Let's hear you.
Thank you so much. Oh, the issue on Miss Glasgow, I think it's a issue that need to be studied.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I feel that she's working good.
Okay.
So I think the government should let her be there, and maybe they want to accommodate some other partisan or whosoever. Let them find that are able for them. But in Liberia, what I see is that everything the people see the political side.
Okay.
You know, that's the problem we had. When you are not there, the other person there, then you want to see it down. You want to see the downfall of that thing.
Yeah.
So I feel that it's not good for our country. You know, everything political side is one political side. It's not good. For SKTV, what I had the problem with is that they create a problem, but they refuse to bring a solution. For example, if you bring here a topic, try to give a solution for the topic, for the thing that you're talking about. If it's not good, bring solution.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you so much.
I'm a view. Thank you so much.
Okay. This pricing. Hello?
Hello?
Your name, where you calling from?
Virtuous, the critical virtuous and way, and I call you from Fisher in the lecture center, Play and Johnson Street.
Welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, let me say thank you for the show. This is my first time calling on the show. You know, your voices always restore hope in the Liberian people, and we always encourage you guys to continue to inform, you know, the Liberian people.
Yeah.
But the issue, the decision of this president is very demagogric. The action is very demagogric.
Teta, calm down small.
Yeah, no, we know but define the law, the organic law of this country, you know, is something that alarming.
Okay.
You know, it shows to people that the decision of the Supreme Court, you know, is a two-less bulldog. Because if the Supreme Court can come up with a decision and a president can defy the organic law or the decision of the higher court, that is something that is an army. Or Ahmed Glasgow is somebody that is contributing highly to the country as it relates to the agency she was. She's a person that brought that agency to permanence. Something, if we are seeing Liberia, we are building Liberia, we are seeing Liberia, it's something that we should look in that light, but not to judge her based on party sentiment.
Okay.
So based on that, some of the Liberians, we are looking, we voted the government into power based on the measures that it brought to us, that we should think like people, we should pay like people. But contrary to that, I think that's something that we have to look, and we wait 2029 to see how best the Liberian can revisit the decision. And we always encourage you guys to continue to inform us.
Thank you, Chief.
And at least, thank you very much for a 4-minute time.
Let's take this person. Hello.
Hello?
Your name, where you calling from?
Johnny from Gambaza. The city lack.
Timothy, welcome quickly. Let's hear you.
Yeah, that is all. I was working on 4 days retreat. Each doesn't carry some people carry 10,000, some people 13,000 on there. The program rescue all the country. So thank you, G.
All right, thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Your name, where you calling from?
Thank you. This is Pascal David on District 6.
Pascal, welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you so kindly. You know, this country is on serious. And, I mean, you know, we still have to ask this question. Is it Mr. Bouacar? Is it Mr. Bouacar who is behaving? Is it the presidency of Mr. Bouacar? We are asking this question because this is the man who's supposed to be a respecter of the law. This is the government that's supposed to respect the law. How come Mr. Bouacar is breaching and breaking all of the laws of the country? How come then it's insulting, abusing the laws of the country? I heard somebody say that won't qualify. It's not about how being qualified. It's about what the law says. Look, I mean, why you even brought somebody who is 80 years to the presidency? Because you believe narrowly in your primitive thinking that Mr. Bouacar was the only man to lead the country. Even though there were all of us that would present that to you, you rejected it. You believe that he was the most experienced. How can this man who's supposed to be experienced it's breaking the laws of the country? I got people say we want economic plan for, we want work plan for. How can you want this court to prosecute people when you yourself, who is the president, who is supposed to be leading the fight against the rule of law, it's breaching the law? Somebody tell me where we are.
Thank you, Chief.
Are we honor Mr. Bouacar leadership?
Thank you.
It's a start time, man. I mean, I don't.
Let's take another pricey. Hello.
Good evening.
Your name, where you calling from?
Thank you. I'm Akwe Eboe Senior, and I joined the discussion for District of Colorado County.
Akwe, let's hear you.
Thank you. You know, if Liberia must make progress, I think we need to put aside politics at a certain point in time so that we look and work in the common interest of this. I'm saying this to say, why is it true some of us supported this unity party and this government came to power through the votes of the masses? But I think Madam Emma Glasgow, over the years, I think this madam have worked exceptionally well. And any good leader who is in the interest of this country, who wants to see this country make progress, will never see person want to get this person out of such position. I think what our government needs to be doing now is to use Madam Emma Glasgow as an example. Use Madam Emma Glasgow as someone who you can say, this is somebody that worked tirelessly to ensure Liberia make progress in era of assignment.
Okay.
So if you use this madam as an example, others that you have also appointed will want to work tirelessly to ensure Liberia progress to the next level. So
thank you so much.
And she's doing well for the country. Thank you for having.
Let's take this pricey. Hello.
Hello. This is Milton Dismo from Wisdom City, Grand Bassa County near La Plantation.
Milton, welcome. Let's hear you.
Why, thank you. We will continue to discuss until the better thing can be done for all of us as a Liberian. And Mr. Bouacar has shown his expertise, his experience into the old. He is no more thinking Liberia, loving Liberia, building Liberia. But he's there to scatter Liberia, to hunt the Liberian, and making the entire nation to go ahead and scatter. If he releasing the Senate to be coming with huge amount of money sharing on themselves, then what becomes of the lower house? What becomes of the ministers that are about to go? Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. 081 143504. I'll take 2 more calls and send it over to the team. This pricing. Hello? Hello?
Hello, sir. How are you?
Fine. Name, where you calling from?
Okay, thank you, SKTV. This is Abenigo Nino, one of the defense guys for CDCs. I'm calling from Congo Town.
Welcome, Abenigo. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I will urge our guys to remain. Let's see the default of the president because I can understand that the president is not in charge of the country. That is why he believes information that coming before him in equal access. And it is disingenuous for a leader who comes with the authority to run the state today activities, and he knows that everybody has the constitutional right to campaign who they want to campaign for. But for the president to say, or allegedly to say that, because someone is not supposed to elect party and come from another political institution, that person should be hijacked or to be removed from their position. I think at the time, a lack of leadership.
Thank you, Chief.
Leadership is the foundation of solution for the constitution of the people and the state. Thank you for the time.
Let's take this person to be our last lucky caller from this end. Hello?
Hello?
Your name, where you calling from?
I'm Peter D. Sampson calling from the GSU.
Let's hear you. Welcome.
Yeah, I want to tell you thank you for the show, and then what I want to say, and we should not take every issue in Liberia on the government.
Mm-hmm.
We in the work of a lady. She has been working, but I believe within the government, it's not the president that are doing this thing. It's the leadership of the president around the president. It happened during the regime of our former president, George Weah. All people were there. They were doing things. It was not inferior like 20 people. And pretty soon from now before the year end, all people will be sanctioned as I've seen it within the government. Because we talk about corruption. Corruption was our campaign message. And we talk about justice. Let justice be done. But where are the justice these days? So we should not take all the blame on the president now. But the leadership, the Senate, you have the Senate, you have the representatives, they are there. They are law-making body, institution, they are there. And this thing happening. So we should not just look at the president alone to say, oh, that the president doesn't know, but the cabinet minister that around the president, they don't want causing the problem.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Steve?
Thank you.
Thank
you so much. Monk, let's hear your reaction. What say you? You've heard our
people. Maybe when we go around, when we do the round table, we read a short article written by Front Page Africa, because most of our people have no idea the kind of work that Emma engaged herself into and how she transformed NAFA. So they will hear some of the accomplishment and how the international partners were able to gravitate by funding her programs as NAFA. Our people bought the biggest lie and the biggest scheme, but elections are over. We're looking at 2029. The whole idea that we got the other statesmen controlling the affairs of the state, that Joseph Boaga says you love Liberia, think Liberia, and build Liberia, because if that was the case, he wouldn't even consider the fact that a lady who is performing above expectation would be put in the limelight just for the sake of replacing her with a partisan. But like I said, the elections are over, and the second to the last caller, he made a very brilliant point. He said it, that, one of the callers talk about, apart from the guy that called last, the other guy said they're not comfortable with her. No, that was called a tenure position. That's why they were created, to be tenure position. You don't have to be comfortable with her. She was giving you a time to serve, and she should serve for 10. And Sekou said it right. Force the government hand, let them fire her. Don't relinquish your post. Stay there. You can defy them, because as far as you're concerned, the law is backing you. We're talking about the highest court in the land, the Supreme Court. Matter of fact, other political leaders even chiming on this matter, saying that why you want to get her out, it's unconstitutional. So the best Emma can do for herself is stay there. Go to work every day and keep doing your job until the president can cross the red line and fire you or do whatever he chooses to do with his, I don't know, his legal advisor. But like I said, when we're done with the roundtable, I'll get you that. Our listener, that scheme of an article that was written about her and how she got to this.
Let me make the reaction. Maybe you can read that really quick, because today we're not will not take that long. We'll be on the hour mark here. But let me just say this. The fact that you can have people who support Joseph Boakai, people who criticize George Weah for breaking the rule of law, the fact that you can hear them saying that it should just removal of the president, and who told you that's how it works?
He's not comfortable.
This is not about comfort. It's not about comfort. I don't know who told you what. I don't know what kind of information they gave you, but that's not how it works, folks. This is not about comfort. It's not about who you like and who you don't like.
That's not any position. How you even put comfort and any position in the same sentence?
Exactly. So in your ignorance, in your sycophantic minds, you're coming, you're supposed the government or whatever it is. So I mean, this is disturbing. This is concerning. And something got to be done about it. And Joseph Boakai should respect the rule of law, but I know he's not a man that can respect the rule of law. I know that.
He himself violated, I think, 18 provisions of the code of conduct.
Man, the man who goes to the church in case the Holy Bible then lie in the court, the man who goes to the court in case the Bible then lie in the court, that man has all that person has all this serious. I don't. If you can respect God's house, you go there. You take Bible, you just case Bible, then you lie. I mean, you get bigger problem. You got a deacon, a certain deacon goes to the court, cases the Bible, and then lies right after casing the Bible. I know that he does not. So if he not respect God, what the Constitution he will respect? No, he will not respect the Constitution. No, but what say you before we? Today, like I said, we'll be on the hour mark to call it a day.
Oh yeah.
No, but what say you?
So I've been following, and I just want to say thanks to the callers for their own input, and that's the beauty of democracy. Like they already said, some of them almost 95 or 98% of the callers go in favor of our workaholic NAFA boss. So that don't tell you, but for me, that just was saved that I want. But again, everybody have their views on it because you one thing over and over, and again, she have her own life to live. So for me, I'm happy with the callers. It tells you that indeed Liberians, we are getting there. We know the difference between good and bad. So it will not be only people who will be criticizing, but they will also be telling us about some of the good things that we need to know. So thanks to them. When we continue on this path, things will be better for us as people. So that's great, and they are good. I'm happy for them. But indeed, again, I will still say what I want to say, that indeed, let her, if I were in her shoes, I'm going to resign, and I will resign because of the too many pressures and the too many holding and pulling. Thank you.
Well, again, she might not resign. Point. She might not resign. And that's it. She should not resign. In my honest view, she should not resign. There is no need and no reason for her to resign. Political pressure should not be her to resign. Nope. When her tenure is over, then the government has the right to say they want keep her or not keep her. That Joseph Boakai can make that call, or the Unity Party-led government can make that call. Until then, it has to start from somewhere. The Supreme Court have already spoken about this matter. Why even push it? Why continue to push it? So when you look at it, too, Joseph Boakai and say God problem on it. Monk, what's your parting comment for the day?
Man, like I said, my parting comment was this article from Front Page Africa about Emma and the work she did over there. It's a very short article. If you want me to, we can keep it for another day. But it's very interesting to know.
Let me take this one caller and then you read the article and close for the day.
Then we can close
caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, good afternoon, Steve. Good afternoon, Mong, and good afternoon to the guys in Liberia, man. Great show, guys. You know, Steve, are you there?
Yeah, we're listening to you.
Yeah, this is Abraham Connor calling from New Jersey, man. Steve, the question of troubling have been used time without number, and it continues on a bit in Liberia. And it's really, 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 really sad. This government, in terms of tolerance and a reconciliation, I see no tenets of any of those characteristics in this government, Steve. Even Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, that went in 2005 when she contested against George Weah, as bitter as that election was, she saw the need to appoint him as peace ambassador just for reconciliation purpose in our country. Even as despotic, quote unquote, as Samuel Doe was, he managed to bring in people that were not in his fold just for the unity of that country. But for you to have an elder statement, by the way, the oldest president elected in that country, except for Alfred Ross, the oldest president to be elected in that country, and you have a situation of this kind of nation talking about judge, regardless of the impact of an individual, in this case, like Ahmed Glasgow, it's appalling, Steve. When George Weah won election in 2017, Boniface running mate, Emmanuel Nukwe, was one of the very first appointees in that government.
Yeah.
The very police director that you got today, when he got removed as police director, like then he was given another position in the federal government. Even the Joseph Boakar's son was in that government working at Maritime, just for the reconciliation of the country, Steve. Why is it only banned for this government to the very party, be it even the ANC or the CEC, that was a very close running mate to you, contestant to you, but rather you're going after people that impact the society. The fishery area that you see, Steve, is one of the government institution coupled with the fishery authority. Those were the government institutions over there that nobody wanted to do anything there. 12 years, Baka was vice president in that country and they ran that country. Fisher was dormant. Because you have a lady that come and revamped that place where she got all of the accolades, both home and abroad, highly commendable. She have revamped that place, make it more viable for the good of the country. And you're telling her all over the place, and I hear people calling and talking about, oh, they're not comfortable. It's not a question of comfortable. It's the interest of the country. We have a statement that care less about it. They're very defensive and vindictive.
Thank you.
What's happening with the guy at the Maritime, how they call it, at the LTA there, we talk about it, or Patrick Honda or whoever. Wearing UP t-shirt all over the place, and today they're occupying 10 positions. So are you saying that the next government cannot get Mr. Comey or the money or anybody come in, they can get rid of all the United Party people in government? Come on, man. What is this?
Thank you.
This is appalling. It's sickening, man.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Let's see, thanks for the time, man.
Yes. Mark, read that article really quick and then we'll have Sekou react and then we'll go from there. Mr. Kane, you're talking about, can you hear you?
Yeah, I said we got a lot of callers here. They've been calling while you had other person talk.
Oh, then you can take the call. I mean, we can forget the article if that's the case.
Yeah, let's take some calls.
Take a few calls and then we can read the article later on. Caller, what is your name and where you calling from now? 216 number, last 4 digits 6106.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. My name is Emmanuel Davis.
Emmanuel Davis, go ahead.
Yeah, look, Sekou, let me tell you something. So many years like we've been talking about corruption, nothing has happened. You see the French country, the French country at the time, some of the corrupt government officials and their body have been dragged in the street and destroyed some of the property. Sometimes violence change things. People have been talking all the time, nothing's happening. People say at the end of the day, they're only talking, they will talk. But if we set an example, the other people are kind of power, they will be afraid. At least they will minimize it. But it's enough. Unless you go to the church, the pastor will tell you, pay your tax. God will bless you. But then the pastor getting blessed and the church not getting poor. That the same thing happening in Liberia. The lawmaker will say, when you put me in power, I'll make your life better. But then getting better with their family, and the people still getting poor. So we need to do something. Like we need to show some of the men some lesson. For the future, like tomorrow, other podcasts will be things. Enough is enough. The Bible from the day of John, the Bible up to now, everyone suffer from violence, violence thinking about food. So that's the only way things are changing in our country. So people got to be in the street.
Thank you. No, don't say that. No, we don't want to see nobody, on the street.
We are frustrated now.
Yeah, I understand that, but we don't want to talk about body being on the street on this platform. Thank you so much. Let's go to this person. 443 number, last 4 DJ 4168.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes. This is Masali from Maryland.
Masali, go ahead.
Thank you. You see, Sekou and the rest of the panelists over there. You see, I'm always confused. I don't know if we never had such a president in Liberia or anywhere in the world for a president to take over a country. The first thing you need to do is to see how to reconcile your country whenever a leader takes over.
Yeah.
But today we see Joseph Wakai say this moment, say, oh yes, Liberia, let's get together, let's buy for elections are over to reconcile the country, put the people together. But instead, he keeps dividing this country on a daily basis. How is this government going to prosper? That's why I say the failure of Joseph Wakai to reconcile and unite with the Liberians is a failure to the government. This government is going to fail. Because if you get other opposition in the country and you care less to reconcile the country, but you keep dividing the country, people say, oh, Joseph Wakai is not in charge, and the Joseph Wakai that is elected in that country as president. Anything that happens, he's the one to be held responsible. Whether he's in charge or not, he was the one elected, and he's the one that was inaugurated into office. How will you take over? You keep taking everybody for tenure position. So the day another people come, or they just keep all the United Party people out of government working position when they are in power too. You can do this because what you do is just but I still know in government you should have known it better. Instead of those things you do, the incompetent judge we had they said they had, I think it's very such a thing that the competent Joseph Wakai is carrying on. So this government is going to fail because you fail to unify and reconcile the country. This is why causing this government to fail. Thanks.
Thank you, Masari. Let's go to the line here. 515 number, last 4 DJ. Are you there? That's for 34. Yeah, go ahead. 00.
Anyway, my name is Ahaji Krama from Minnesota. I just want to make 2 points. I want to add my comment on the Senate, and I also want to make one comment on Glasgow. But on the issue of the Senate, I think a few days ago when I called, I made a point that the government was struggling. And my argument was clear. When I say this government is struggling, there are internal crises, and that could lead to internal enemy. The government is struggling because even in the Senate, for example, the Senate operates on a block. First time in Liberian history, the Senate is operating as an individual level. Everybody trying to fight their own image. So now the Senate itself is destroyed because there are elements in the Senate who are considered superior senators. Like, for example, Prince Moyi is one of the dangerous guys in the Unity Party. He has been given a lot of leverage. He controls a lot of revenue institutions. And I think 2 days ago, Sekou was saying the revenue is coming, but people are pocketing the revenue.
Yeah.
So the system is being fought within. So Wakai himself, for some reason, if it goes on this far, I would want to put Wakai into the picture. For now, I will hold on to myself to say, you know what? Probably Wakai should be new to this. He worked at the Senate as vice president for 12 years. He knows the way Jeremiah Kuhn and Prince Moyi, how dangerous those guys is from the House of Representatives. Those guys are always a chair. These are the same people that's the one fanatic over up because they want to control the both houses and accumulate more wealth and challenge the 2029 election. But here's my thing on Glasgow. On the issue of Glasgow, I want to say that Liberia is gradually getting there. People are getting to understand that we need to set history. Around the world, the people make reference to performance. When you listen to the American government, they focus on performance. When individuals perform, they put you on a better spot. They make you look great. They make people look up to you. That's how systems grow. That's how the economy do better because the women, they say, okay, this lady is doing good. She did this. Let's look up to her. What did she do? They came out to various universities. She started to do speeches. How did I perform this institution? You can't go after. But the reason why it happened from the Senate. The senators, especially Prince Moyi and Jeremiah Kuhn, they want people in revenue places where they will get money consistently. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You know, Monk and Steve, I don't know whether you guys listen.
Yeah, I'm here listening.
Yeah. So, Monk, you can go ahead and make your reaction.
You know, I think the thing Alhaji Coleman that was supposed to be hosting the rescue mother, right? And he's the one talking about Prince Moyi and other people, right? The one from inside, the one that was questioning Mountain Cooler on the show. I think that's him, right?
That's him, yeah.
Oh, I see why he didn't call Nyombi Kanga name. Let me see, guess our audience can get a view as to the work that Emma did as NAFA, and that she's being acclaimed by international partners, that they believe that confidence has been restored to make investment in the fishery sector in Liberia. And Front Page Africa wrote a story, and they highlighted some of her achievements. It said multiple sources have confirmed to Front Page Africa that Joseph Boakai has asked the Director General of the National Fishery and Aquaculture Authority, Emma Glasgow, to resign amid disagreement over her exit package arrangement. So technically, they want to force her out and pay her. And apparently, she's not taking the bait. That because when you're talking about an exit package, why would you want to fire her and give her a package almost like a retired CEO from corporate America with a golden
because you're trying to tell her,
yeah,
resign, and then we pay for the rest of the tenure that yet to come.
Yeah. It's a Director Glasgow, a strong member of the ruling coalition of democratic change, has reportedly been under intense pressure to vacate her post in favor of a regime-favor candidate. However, she has been holding onto her role because she has 2 more years left in her tenure. Despite leading the Fishery Authority with a remarkable track record, it is reported that she is not favored by Boakai's inner circle due to her affiliation with the opposition. She is accused of breaching tenure law by campaigning for the CDC during the 2023 presidential and legislative election. Top officials in Boakai administration are reportedly threatening Madam Glasgow. You want me to stop?
No, I said, Steve, you okay? You can see yourself in the screen.
The man muted there.
We hear in the hand of that, the whole green screen can be distorted.
Oh, I was reading something. I'm trying to shout over here.
Yeah, it said despite leading the Fishery with a remarkable track record, it has been reported that she is not favored by Boakai's inner circle due to her affiliation with the opposition. She is accused of breaching tenure law by campaigning for the CDC during the 2023 presidential and legislative election. Top official in Boakai government reportedly threatened Madam Glasgow with prosecution if she does not step down, citing documents in their possession. The executive mentioned Madam Glasgow has remained tight-lipped on this issue, not responding to Front Page Africa inquiries. Glasgow was appointed by former President George Weah in 2018 to serve as Director General and Chief Executive Officer of the National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority, NAFA. She was reappointed and confirmed by the Liberian Senate for a second term as Director General and CEO of NAFA. She is mandated by the Act establishing the authority to regulate all fisheries and fishery-related activity, including aquaculture within Liberia. Her responsibility also include maximizing revenue generation to contribute to the national budget and establishing and strengthening international relations to attract potential investment for the fishery sector. Observers note that under her leadership, NAFA has undergone significant institutional reform, transforming it from an underperforming entity to a vibrant, high-performing one. She has ensured Liberia full compliance with international fishery-related protocol and maintaining Liberia's membership in international and regional fishery management organizations. For instance, in 2029, she facilitated Liberia's accession to and ratification of the Port or State Management Agreement, a legal instrument of the UN, United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, which has since been deposited into their officing room. She has also championed the passage of stronger fisheries management and development law in 2019, leading to the establishment of new fisheries regulation and policy for Liberia. To improve the livelihood of coastal dwellers, which means the fishermen, Glasgow has established several innovative programs with the international partners such as the World Bank, the European Union, the Japanese government, and the FAO, attracting over $88 million to the sector. These programs have provided both environmental and economic benefit, including the next exchange program, the paddle to engine program, a transition from wooden canoes to fiberglass boats, the provision of storage equipment such as solar freezer and fish handling equipment for women in fisheries, and the construction of a fish market for fishmongers. Recently, NAFA and her partner unveiled a modern fishing processing plant in Buchanan, Grand Bassa County. The facility known as the Fantitown TFR Fish Processing Facility was funded by the Japanese government and handed over to the Liberian government through NAFA by the FAO. This facility is one of the 3 fisheries facilities completed and handed over under Glasgow's leadership. Internationally, she has signed bilateral agreements with countries such as Japan, Senegal, Ghana, and Iceland, as well as multilateral agreements such as the International Whaling Convention and the Cape Town Agreement. These agreements have established confidence in the investment potential of the Liberia fishery sector. Analysts suggest that the latest development is part of the Bouaga Koun's administration's ongoing effort to replace officials appointed by the previous government who occupied tenure position. The current leadership have openly expressed its desire to replace such an official. I'm going to stop there for now, but I think yes. I think the article says everything. It's all political. Bouaga does not love Liberia. He's not intending to build Liberia. Joseph Bouaga came to steal and to make sure that people that came on a rescue train can get wealthy overnight, and that's about it. Because a guy who's interested in Liberia, he won't even think or dream about moving a lady that have done so much good for the country in terms of attracting investment and uplifting a particular sector in Liberia's economy. That's my conclusion for the day.
Thank you, Mark. Mr. Kane, what are your parting comments? Who will leave?
Mom said it all, and Mom brilliantly put it in his conclusion that Bouaga came to steal, they came to loot, and they came to satisfy their supporters and care less about Liberia. You know, Steve, I want to agree with you again. When you profile Joseph Bouaga when he was candidate, in terms of the kind of characteristics he represents, he's not an honest person, he's deceitful, and he doesn't tell the truth. When he said, build Liberia, this one Liberia. But personally, I don't, when I say that people can say it, don't say it. I just believe the Unity Party as a party came to destroy Liberia. And I also believe yesterday and today and forever, Joseph Bouaga is not a presidential material. Joseph Bouaga does not have the requisite fitness, the mental capacity, the intellect, the technical know-how to run a country. He does not have the energy. Joseph Bouaga is not supposed to be elected as president. We are here because we elected somebody who is not up to the task, and then he outsources his responsibility to people who themselves are corrupt and care less about Liberia. So again, if you sitting there expecting Joseph Bouaga to do something good or that will change the trajectory of our country in a positive direction, then you are mistaken. You're going to be waiting forever. It's not up to it. He doesn't know what's going on. And people who are handling him, people who are making decisions for him, they are only there for themselves, their family, their friends, their supporters, and they care less about Liberia. So again, electing Joseph Bouaga was a mistake. Once again, a mistake, because people don't vote on issue in Liberia. People vote based on tribalism, party discipline, party solidarity, country solidarity, religious differences. People don't vote on issues. They don't vote on competence. They don't vote on experience. They don't vote on your record, your track record. They vote based on tribe. What is in there for them, themselves, not for the country. No policy. That's why in Liberia you can see people voting every day. Every day people voting, and the country is not going anywhere because nobody being voted for doing something. You are voted because of you belong to certain tribe. because you're from certain country, because certain people will benefit, because certain people want to use you, certain people want to use you as a stepping stone to exploit the country. So Liberia, we got a long way to go. We have a long way to go. You know, sometimes, to be honest, I can be angry to see some people talking about morality, some people talking about integrity, when they willfully, knowingly sold Joseph Boakai to the people when they know in fact that the man was not up to the task. They know the man is incapacitated. They know the man is not ready, does not have the mental capacity, the mental readiness to be president. You know all of those things. Simply because you hated somebody, we say, let him be president. Then you want somebody to take you seriously. You want somebody to respect you. When you are so deceptive, when you are so corrupt in your dealings. So for me, we will wait. We will wait. We will wait until we see Joseph Boakai, doing something different other than what we have seen. But I don't expect anything good because I know Joseph Boakai is not the one making the decision. He does not have the capacity. He does not have the understanding of governance. He does not have the energy. Joseph Boakai is not well. Joseph Boakai worry about himself, how he can get his medication. In fact, somebody say, when I say in fact, means I got to say, something that's coming up. Joseph Boakai now, Steve, they have hired medical doctor, surgeon to Liberia from the Western world to go and be with Joseph Boakai throughout, giving treatment every day at the expense of the Liberian people money. They have somebody there in Liberia now. So Joseph Boakai focus is on how he can live for the rest of his time with heart problem and be getting presidential treatment and enjoy the money and position his family members and son and other people into position. All the other useless ones that are on Facebook talking nonsense, all kind of thing, they are not benefiting anything. All they are benefiting because they're from the same country or they're from the same tribe.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mr. Connor.
So that's what it is.
Well, I think we should call it a day, folks. Thank you.
Yeah, I got my announcement to make before we call it a day.
Yeah, go ahead, make that announcement quick.
Today, one of our sisters on the show, Yumetro Kranga, she sent me I think she said you guys merchandise are on the way to Arizona. I got mine today. I was sitting here and the UPS guy just stopped by and he dropped my Kente shirt, my African shirt, and she said, you and Steve and Sekou will have theirs in the next 24 to 48 hours. So to our listening audience, we appreciate that as well. She was able to do that. That's great. And tomorrow is Friday again. You know what we're doing? SKTV on Friday. Our tradition here. Our offering basket will be coming around tomorrow, and we hope you show up tomorrow. Even though we didn't execute the show as planned in terms of the caller calling and giving a perspective on 2029, how they will vote or how they intend to vote. But I guess SKTV will find another day to do it because you don't want for people to know in advance. It will be better. Someone suggests that it be done randomly because they know Liberia, how our society works. People are so corrupt that even when it comes to making phone call, they try to compromise the system. So it will be up to you guys to call the shot as to which day you would prefer that exercise to go on. But it will get a couple of announcements I thought that I'd drop before leaving the show today.
Thank you, Mo. Well, Mr. Kane?
So thank you to our sister Yumutro. Actually, she spoke with me. She said she has sent for me a Steve, and she said Mom was supposed to receive his today. So we're probably going to receive ours maybe like tomorrow or Saturday. But yes, I want to say a big thank you to her. So, Monk, you couldn't have said it better. For the past few weeks, we have been actually, you know, slacking when it comes to
Oh yeah, we've been underperforming, man.
so it's actually playing on us in terms of taking care of our guys back home. So it's been very, very challenging. Hopefully, people will come.
Yeah, you'll come through tomorrow. Tomorrow, you guys got to perform even above expectation, above the benchmark, because we've been operating on a budget shortfall for the past 2 weeks, and that is not good for SKTV. That even the chairman himself called out. That was bad. After our audience was going to get really mad and do like something crazy, but you know what? We see tomorrow, and we'll be expecting you guys to show up tomorrow as well.
Yeah, my man. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Kane. I'll leave it with you. I will see you in a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, my people. All right. So yeah, thank you. We'll see you guys tomorrow.